Truly Cards here, and I guess this is my first step back into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, I'll admit it. I may have let myself go a little bit in the last couple of months. However, this series aims to get myself back on track by holding myself accountable and by bringing in a reward structure to hopefully make myself a bit more enticed to just do those positive daily habits and while returning to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey guys, Truly Cards here, and I guess this is my first step back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After 4 years. I think my last time I touched Modern properly was when DPE came out. So it's touching on 4 years probably. Now, for anyone who knows me, I've still stayed around. I've took a bit more of a focus. I've took a bit more of a focus on judging, and Time Wizard. So mainly Edison, Goat, Hat, whatever is going on. But I thought there's no better time to try and play the game than with the releases of the Blue Eyes White Destiny structure decks. As for my budget, I have €10 for packs. I'm currently in the USA. It's my last week, and these were $5 each. So $5 is essentially €5. So this is my budget on packs for this week. So anyway, I'm gonna crack on. This is probably the one time a structure deck has been interesting in opening multiple copies, because of course you get the secret / potential QCR print of the promos of the Synchro Spell and New Maiden monsters. So I'll quickly run through one of the structure decks and then see what I get as far as the promos go. So I've seen that one, but fuck. I can never go perfect, can it? One other thing I noticed, I don't know if this was done in the last structure deck as well, but they scrapped the guides. So hopefully that's it's a good thing. It's a guide that's been accessible on the internet for how many years. Someone, even if they had the guide, I feel like most people would Google it anyway. So this is, yeah, cool. So yeah, again, there's no point opening multiple structure decks, but I'll crack this one open and we'll have a quick look at what's inside. So we've got the XYZ, Silver Dragon, not as important as the Link. I've also not looked at any content surrounding the deck. I kind of want to go back to how I felt early days playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of playing a bit more blind. Obviously, look into the format and stuff, but I don't want to be playing to the level I was playing before. Hopefully people who wanted to see those cards saw those cards. But for now, we have the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Again, it's nice because for this series it lets me pick and choose between the different artworks. I'm probably going to go for the LOB, an SDK, or SKE copy. But we have options, right? Alternative, I don't think this is played anymore, but I don't know, it could be one of with Melody. Jet Dragon, that's probably a one of as well. I know this from Duel Links, so unless we're playing Chaos Max, not too sure. This also feels like a one of. And then Ritual Guys. yeah, again, I think like everything here was out when I played, apart from this card. And yeah, look, I'll get through that when I get through that. This I think is, and from what I'm aware, I think this is a big reason why people seem to like the structure deck. Just having access to, 12 structure decks for €30, $30, whatever it is. I think this was 36 for the 3, but yeah, again, super handy for people. Maldi's, Tradens, Kolbai, another good stable card. So yeah, that's a structure. Again, no point kind of dwelling on it for too long. But 2 more of them, and the promos. So just a regular secret. Okay, so we got one of each in secret rare. So for people who care, these are US print as well. Just like picked them up while I was over here, but yeah. So before I try and build a deck, I'm gonna see what I can get here. Again, going in blind. I think next week I'm gonna have to make a bit more conscious effort to see where I spend money. But I was just like SPs in here. I can try and just get something generic. I think Nightmares as well. Cool. So we got a Wing Blast. That's cool. Oh, cool. The alt art poly. Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, another alt art poly. Summoner's Curse and a secret rare set rotation. Again, nothing here should be playable for us. But it's cool to have the alt art poly, I guess. Yeah. And then we got a Prismatic Secret Krebons. We got a Girsu, a Redox, an Area, that's cool. I don't think we have a way of making it, but yeah. And then a Protoss. Okay. I don't think we have a way, right? It's different attributes. Yeah, like our deck is like 90% light dragons, so, or spellcasters. Yeah, so that's not going to come up. So I think everything here kind of stays in the collection for the time being.
Okay, just before I jump into the deck profile, I kind of want to go over this list that I posted up earlier. So basically this is how the reward tier will work for the challenge. So again, you can see with the rewards, the things I kind of prioritize more are giving more of a yield. So again, that's going to the gym, hitting under my calories, my protein intake, getting cardio in, whether it's walking or generally exercising. And then at the bottom there, just having my supplements in there. So I'm not on anything crazy. I'm just trying to take creatine and then getting my vitamin C and vitamin D because I live in Ireland and we do not get much sun. So I think generally doctors recommend people here take those. Just we don't get them in our day-to-day life. So yeah.
Okay, sorry, there's a tiny bit of glare. I can't really get rid of it, but hopefully people can kind of see what's going on. It's okay. Anyway, just real quick with the deck profile. I'm not gonna be able to play this weekend because I'm flying from back to Ireland. So yeah, there's no point in me actually putting too much thought into it this week. It's just a base that I can kind of try and play online and go from there. Same concept with the side deck. I don't think there's much we could bother playing in the side deck right now. There's like the few cards that we pulled from our rarity collection packs, but like again, those cards are like, unless I want to side deck a Wing Blast, an Area, and a Summoning Curse. I don't think there's much point in it this week, but again, So as far as choices gone, I think the extra deck you can just play whatever from this deck. Again, you're going to be accessing the fusions of Ultimate Fusion, and the banish effect of is it this one? Yeah, of Roar. And then the synchros, they're 8s. This is a 12, I think, but you're tagging into it because it's a light dragon synchro, so you can tag into it off spirit. Again, until you get things like Crimson and Cypher, and like, I don't know, Magia maybe. I don't think there's much difference I'm going to do with this. Maybe like an Indigo could be a second seal. I'll figure it out once I play it a bit more, but this is kind of what I built out of the box. I'm not a huge fan of this package of the... I was like, I got to a point where I was like at 35 cards, and I think I added the 2 Dictator of these and this little Chaos Max engine. Unfortunately, Chaos Max just like, I guess fortunately, Chaos Max is a lot easier to out nowadays. So I don't think it's too valuable. But again, I don't really know anything about the modern game, so it's in there for now. Realistically, I'm probably going to cut some of this stuff. For people who can't see with the glare, this is 2 Neo Kaiser, 2 Dictator, 3 Sage, and then the Chaos Max package of Chaos Max, Abyss, and Chaos Form. Again, I don't think there's much point doing a side deck for this because there's like no cards. I was like thinking about doing this, making an effort and putting in a side deck, and I was like, realistically, it would just be like the traps that you don't play, and maybe like side decking 3 of this with 2 extra copies of this for like back row decks, because there is no like, there's burst stream, but there's no spell trap removal for this. So maybe that's something we should be looking for, especially extra deck wise. But yeah, okay. No point stressing on too long with this deck profile because.
Okay, so the first week is done. Gym was not as consistent as I wanted to be, as you can see here. Only ended up getting to go twice. I was supposed to be going on Thursday. Something happened. I won't get into it. And then I was ended up judging a regional on the Sunday. So my 4-day week got to cut down to 2. Not ideal. However, I think generally a lot of the habits are starting to get a bit better. I just need to, aim towards being slightly better. Yeah, look, hopefully I'll get some love or hate comments here, which hopefully inspire me, but as far as the first week goes, yeah, look, I'll take it. It's not the worst it could have been. So week 1 brings me to a total of 775. So with that 775, we end up using 752 to buy a Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Lancia, and 1 Cyclone. I'm just trying to pad out side deck stuff at the moment, and hopefully this arrives before next week. Probably won't. Ireland's pretty bad postal service wise. However, that should hopefully wrap up the video. But I'd love to see what people think. I was thinking maybe try and add more of the actual like gym related stuff into the video, just for one proof, I guess, but also just try and see what that overlap is as far as Yu-Gi-Oh and people who like some kind of physical exercise. But yeah, that's been the first episode, or episode 0. I'm not sure what you want to call this one, but yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, and yeah, peace.